What up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Bellcast.
Featuring Bart and Gio.
Featuring Bart and Gio, a.k.a. The Morning Show. And on today's morning show, I wanted to talk about, I feel like over the last 10, 12, maybe almost going on 15 years, I feel like we've...
God damn, all right. Where are you stopping?
At 15?
You're like, in the last 2, 8... 10.
No, because I always forget how fast time has actually gone by.
Yeah.
When I think about JK and everything we've done,
yeah,
I'm like, oh yeah, it was 10 years ago. But when you really think about it, it was 2007.
Oh, shit.
So that's actually 13 years ago.
Yeah.
So the minute 10 came out of my mouth, I'm like, that's inaccurate. And I was like, oh, is it 12? So I just threw it out a random number.
Your
and I'm
mind
like, wait.
says that's inaccurate?
Yeah, and I'm like, wait, 12. And then I'm like, oh, wait, no, we're actually 13 is closer to 15 than it is to 10. Because I threw out a halfway point, which is 12. And I'm like, oh, shit, no, that's why 15 came out.
Damn, my mind wouldn't say, that's inaccurate.
Why?
My mind just goes, Arr. I just hear, Arr.
Oh, no, mine says, that's inaccurate. I better throw out a better number. And then so I was like, oh, shoot. Like, it's almost 15 years since we did all this stuff.
That's crazy. Oh, this stuff meaning just being online.
Yeah, just being online, being in like the traditional, away from like our traditional job. Like because I graduated college in 2009, 2010-ish. And so just whatever plan that I had
You
set.
graduated college that's not right. You graduated college in 2000. Oh, shit. Really?
What do you mean?
My mind's
You're trying to argue me with my history?
No, I'm not. I'm just trying to, my mind's going right now. Wait, because I graduated college in 2003?
I have that's impossible. You graduated high school in 2001. Everyone knows it takes Mexicans like 6 years to graduate college.
Hey, but thank you for the compliment because we graduate college.
Well, now that's a new stereotype.
Oh,
Back
shut
then,
up.
it was like, never mind, keep going.
Talking all kinds of shit.
Yeah. That's what they come here for. They want to hear us talk shit to each other.
Well, you're always talking shit to me. I think you guys come here just to hear Bart talk shit to me. No, but, okay, no, you're right. 5, fuck. Damn, you're slow for being a fucking...
Wait, I'm slow?
For graduating?
You don't even know when you graduated. How can I be slow when you don't even know when you graduated college?
Because I'm old.
You graduated high school 2001.
Yes. And I think, and the only thing that fucked me up that kept me there later was that I played sports and I redshirted a year. And I also just kind of took my time. So I think it was 2006.
So with all that explanation, you still don't know when you graduated? 2006. Yeah. Okay. So what's wrong with me graduating in 2009?
There was nothing wrong with it. I just didn't realize that it was that much long after. And then I went into the dissing.
I didn't feel a diss.
Oh, well, then I suck.
Okay, fine. Yeah. Well, anyway, so like it was like 10, 12, 15 years. And things happen a lot, right? Where back in the day, I remember when we used to work out of the house, when we had kind of like a social network type of situation where our living room was shelving for the Uncle Sam hats, the merch. We had computers lined up against the wall and we would have interns come in and then we used our other room as like an editing room. It was just like the hustle was 24/7 to, I think, a lot of people that follow us on our journey. A lot of people are like, oh man, that's so cool. They've been able to get the home that they always wanted. They have a family, they got dogs. It seems like they're living like whatever, I guess, TV suburban lifestyle that they want and they see it in us, which is really cool. But also, I think, we always have our own thing that we say to each other. I think at the end of the day, even if it's a cardboard box, we'll be happy.
Yeah.
Because I think what we have is more important than any type of money or success. And I think being able to be happy with the minimal amount is actually the true key to happiness. And you can't really buy your way to happiness, which I also feel like a lot of people do.
After having a kid though, do you still feel that cardboard box philosophy?
I think more than ever.
Really?
Yeah, I think more than ever.
Explain.
Because, like before having a kid, you think about all the things that you need to have a happy family, right? And I don't know about you, but for me, that comes from righting all my wrongs. So growing up, when I saw that my friend across the street had this bike when it came out, I couldn't get that until 3 years later. They had Nintendo. I didn't have Nintendo. Finally, 5 years later, my mom bought me some whack-ass Chinese Nintendo. So I'm just trying to right all the wrongs, right? And all the wrongs are money-based. So before I had a kid, I'm like, you know what? I need to be so financially set that whatever he wants or whatever I want to give him, I can give that to him. But now, when I'm hanging out with Taika, he doesn't give a shit about anything. We buy him the coolest toys. He just wants me to look at him throw rocks into a puddle, you know?
Yeah.
And he can do that for 20, 30 minutes. So I think with my little feeble child brain as a kid, what I really wanted wasn't really the bike that my next door neighbor had. It was probably just, hey, mom, can we go both ride our cheap ass bikes together? And I think that would have made me way happier.
What the fuck? That's so fucking heartfelt.
What do you mean?
That's so soft.
Yeah.
That's a cute.
You don't know who you're with? I'm the cutest motherfucker on the planet.
Yeah, I've never heard anyone call themselves a cute motherfucker. And then,
Well, I'm
consider
also
them really cute.
I'm also unique.
Okay, that was a hard cake.
Yeah, Q.
No, but it sounded like a cake.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cute. Because I was about to say, for me, because you just put that shit into perspective for me. Because for me, I was about to say that it changed a little bit. Because that's the last thing I would want for Taika, to be living in a cardboard box. Because now for me, I want him to have cushion.
Do
know
you
what I mean?
see how happy he is in his actual cardboard box?
He doesn't like going in there. Okay, because
He fucking loves going in there.
Give him some context.
So if you guys watch the vlogs, you guys know we made a cardboard box house for Taiko's Ma Bear's idea, and we painted it. And it's like his own little actual cardboard box house. And there's actual cushions at the bottom and blankets. And he loves that thing. He loves going in that thing. There's a door, there's windows. He sticks his head out.
I mean, I hooked it up pretty fast,
Yeah.
so I don't blame him.
But like in an actual literal cardboard box, not even a metaphor.
Well, 'cause I
he
think-
fucking loves it.
Okay, but like if we were really living in a cardboard box, that would be the like before Taika, like you and I know that we can conquer anything. So if we were to become homeless, because that's the cardboard box mentality, that like if I'm sleeping and there's cockroaches fucking climbing all over me or whatever, just as long as I'm with you, I'm really, really happy. But now applying that mentality and then seeing that on Taika, because I love him and I care for him so much and I want him to have the best of everything, that would break my heart. So that's why for me it changed.
But it's breaking your heart from your own insecurity. Because
I
what
guess
he
so,
wants
yeah,
to
of
do,
course.
he probably sees a cockroach and he thinks that's a friend and he wants to play with the cockroach.
Yeah.
And because we know what the cockroach represents, for us, we're like, ew, that's like a sewer creature or like a dirty restaurant creature. But for him, he probably wants to put the cockroach on his face like that Snapchat filter or the IG filter where there's a spider crawling on. But he probably just wants to play with it. So it's actually us projecting something to him. But when I watch him play in his purest form, he doesn't care about mud, sand, bugs, anything.
I know, but then that's why he's eating, or like that's why kids eat the weirdest shit and they get marbles stuck in their nose and like they get sick and shit.
But we'll be there in a cardboard box. We'll watch him. I won't let him put the cockroach. I mean, he could eat a cockroach, probably high in protein, but I wouldn't let him like put a rusty nail in his ear.
Oh my God. Well, yeah, that's how it just changed for me, because now I'm seeing all of the other aftermath or all of the after effects that comes with all of that. Whereas before, I don't give a shit about my own well-being or health. I'm
Yeah.
just like, just as long as I have you, I know I can conquer anything. Not that it changed in that way, but what changed is now I feel like I have to protect and be like this mama bear, like a real mama bear.
So you think
Taika.
in order to protect, you need more money and finances?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. I do feel that. Because I feel like with more money comes more security and more opportunity.
But what about when I told you about when I was a kid, I realized I just need more biking time
Yeah,
with
that's
Mom.
when I was like, you put things into perspective for me, because I'm like, that's so true. That's what he really cares about, you know? And I think that's where like, I'm glad that you have that, because it's a good balance. Because then for me, I'm just like, no, we got to get more so that we could be so stable that now we can leave our jobs and like now spend time with him. But in building that, like we have to be away from him, you know?
Because if you go in worst case scenario, right? He has no diapers. He's shitting on himself. And we have to huddle up to sleep every night because we only have one blanket that we have to share. We live in a cardboard box.
That's fucking cute.
He would actually fucking love it.
Yeah,
you know?
I
He
think
doesn't
so.
give a fuck about insurance, college fund. He doesn't give a crap about any of that
Now,
stuff.
watch when he gets older. Now he has to compete against all these other people.
Yeah, but when he gets older, but when he's a kid, that's
Of
going to be
course
so
not.
fulfilling.
Yeah.
And if we dig through the right trash cans, like it's only going to be McDonald's and like chocolate bars and Twix.
Can you do his dance? Oh, no, his happy dance when he gets what he wants.
It goes, I cream, I cream, I cream.
Yeah, that's what he would be doing.
So like you would honestly, it's like I think a lot of parents they like even I watched the that TV show, the reality TV show Kevin Hart.
yeah.
So I hear a lot of entrepreneurs, famous celebrities, world leaders, and when they talk about that they want to hustle really, really hard for their family, right? Obviously, I'm not there. I'm not at 9 figures. I'm some of these guys.
Oh, who's attack? Who's the fucking Flemmy one this time?
Oh, sorry. Fine. All right, no more.
That feels good.
I'm not at 9 figures, right? And so I don't understand where their mentality is at. But from someone that is speculating, because I always like to give people the benefit of the doubt instead of
Judging just based off of
judging based off my limited opinions, because I
Yeah.
believe everyone's opinions are limited.
and your insecurity. Yeah.
And my own insecurity. I go, I honestly think you guys just want to hustle just for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like even in that Kevin Hart TV show, he's like, I came back in at 4 a.m., got to leave at 8 a.m. And he's just talking about he's got to hustle, got to get to that next thing. He's got to build this thing up, build that thing up, build up the sponsorship. And his wife's like, well, when are you going to be home?
Yeah.
When are you going to see your kids? And he goes, I'm doing it for the kids. And I know that's a very common saying a lot of people say, like a lot of dads, stereotypical dads, I'm doing it for the family, I'm doing it for the kids. But then when you boil it down and you buy your kid that Mercedes that you think he needs, but you're not there to teach him how to drive and you buy him his driving instructor, I don't think that's what the kid really wants. I think the kid really just wants to spend some time.
Of course. Yeah, but maybe so I think it's part of what you're saying that they are doing it for themselves. So it could be insecurities where someone was like, nah, you can't do this. And they're like, fuck that. It can be, past experiences of like, damn, I hated being that kid that didn't have shit, and now they're like fulfilling that. Or they can be super macro thinking and being like, when they talk about I'm doing it for my kids, it's like, yeah, they're doing it for their immediate kids, but they're also trying to leave a legacy for like the rest of the generation so that they don't have to struggle the way that, his immediate family did and maybe like his people,
Yeah.
Because I can kind of stand behind that where it's like, like things that you do, you're setting it up for like not just the immediate future, but for like the next generations to kind of reap those rewards.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was saying. Like, that's probably a mindset that I am not able to understand yet.
Yeah.
Because I'm not at 9 figures,
Yeah.
kind of just like how like, I feel like at every single financial status,
The world changes.
And
Yeah.
the person right below that doesn't even understand. Like, so for example, my dad, when he's a refugee, right? Went from China to Hong Kong to escape communism. And he is the youngest of 7 siblings.
Goddamn.
So there's
knew all this.
there's pictures of my oldest uncle that's still in the Chinese like attire. So they were actually there
Before the Western influence.
yeah, when it was still dynasties and shit, before it turned into like a more Western type government. Like, so they're on the cusp of not imperialism. Before it was on the cusp of when like the emperor were turning into like prime ministers and stuff. Like that's how old school it is. So that type of like feeling and understanding it goes all the way down to my dad, right? So when communism came about and it was like and they got rid of the nationalist, the whole country changed. And then so my dad was like, fuck, like they already ate his cat, like their family cat, and my dad was eating 1 bowl of rice a day. Like 1 bowl of rice had to be rationed out 3 times. And it was just really, really rough. So for him, he had to go and he snuck through the river and the mountains to Hong Kong.
Yeah, he just knew how to survive.
He knew how to survive. He left with 7 friends. 2 of them died. 1 got bit by a snake. 1 got shot by one of the guards. And they were 15 years old, trying to leave a communist country, going to Hong Kong. So that's his refugee mindset, right?
Yeah,
so
that scarcity mindset too.
Yeah. So for someone like him, when he talks about like the way people go, why didn't he that Mercedes? Or like people that go like, oh, why didn't he jump private jet?
Must be nice.
Must be nice. Like my dad is looking at other people like, must be nice to have a pet because I ate mine. or must be nice to not live in the garage. Yeah. Because I lived in the garage with 6 other dudes. So I think like depending on where you're at financially, it's so easy to judge the next step up, because I think honestly it's just projecting your insecurity because you don't understand why, and you're like, you don't need to have it.
Right.
But there's a reason why people have 2 cell phones or 3 cell phones. I don't have one, but I can kind of see why they would need it. But then people are like, look at him spending like $2,000 on iPhone every month. But I'm like, if he needs it, he needs it, you know?
Yeah. And then at like different levels of like finances, you start getting introduced to different people like financial advisors, and like they start telling you how to build portfolios, and you start building a game plan with them, and you're like, okay, well, you know, you're not going to be doing this for the rest of your life. So this is how we plan the next 10 years, 20 years of your life. If you continue to do this thing that earns the X amount, then we can spread it across this. So then like your whole world changes, because now you start connecting like the dots of like, well, if I do this, I can retain this or get this or own this, and this will last me, you know, X amount of years. So I think the whole game plan changes too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think like maybe that's just where we don't see it. Cause I know like if Gio and Bart of like 2007, 2009 were to see what we've built and like how we've been able to move our money around, like we would understand it, but not really. We would just be like, oh, we get the theory behind it. But then we wouldn't really, it would just kind of be like a far-fetched concept, or at least for me, it would be.
Well, is there a ceiling that you feel like you would set for yourself where you're like, if I hit this number, there's no need for me to quote unquote hashtag hustle anymore. Like I'm good. Cause like I look at Kevin Hart, right? And I don't know if he's 9 figures or not, but based off his lifestyle, to me, he's a 9-figure dude.
Yeah.
And so when I look at him, I'm like, you're already set for your grandkids, depending on where you choose to live.
Yeah.
Maybe not in LA, because LA is crazy. But if you wanted to, Chappelle style, move to Ohio, where rent is like 10 times cheaper, still could find a good school. Chappelle still flies privately into many places. He has a private bus to many places. Like you are set already where you are now. You can stop hustling. So I'm like, what is he really hustling for? So, you know, for you, what would be that ceiling where you're like, you know what, this is the end of it. I'm good. Or are you addicted to the hustle?
That's a great question. I think I might be addicted to the hustle a little bit.
Really?
I think so, because like, you know, when I took time off so that I could be with Taika,
yeah,
I felt like the most lost I've ever felt, like my whole life.
Oh, shit.
You know, because I wasn't building, and I think I enjoy building. So I don't think for me it's a monetary gain that I'm like after, where I'm like, I need this.
You need purpose.
I think, of course, yeah, I think that's exactly what it is. Even though I had purpose because I'm his mom, you know, so I had my purpose.
But like personal purpose, I think.
But I liked it. That is my personal purpose. And when we met, I was like, this is what I really want, because I think I didn't have it. So knowing that I can give that to my son, I'm like, wow, I feel so fulfilled. But because I wasn't building anything, I just felt like I am going to waste, like, you know?
Yeah.
So I really do like the building aspect of it. So if like it meant that I just maintain this lifestyle that I have now, like I don't want to go below this, you know, where I'm at right now. I'm comfortable. Like I'm not rich, but I'm definitely not poor.
To some people though, they think you're really rich.
Yeah, a lot of people out there think that like I'm like insanely rich, but definitely not.
But to their credit, when I was in college or high school, if I saw people live the way that I live now, I would think they're rich too.
Yeah.
I'm like, what do you know, you fucking rich fuck?
Yeah.
You don't know shit.
Dude, me growing up in the fucking hood, I would see myself now and being like, holy fuck, they're so future and rich.
Yeah. I'm like, what are they, fucking basketball players?
Yeah, no, definitely not rich. But if I can maintain this here, I think this is a level where I like. Cause I feel like more than this is just too much. Like even this house that we live in, I feel like this to me feels a little bit big, you know?
I mean, it's a really nice house.
It's a great house.
And we had to move 30 minutes outside of the city to afford it. But,
right.
But that's what we wanted. We wanted it for Taika.
Right.
Lots of running room, which you could follow him around.
Well, it seems like we also wanted it for ourselves.
That's true. I love it.
No, but this size of house is...
The backyard for sure is for ourselves.
Is all right, for sure.
And for him, of course, but it's...
Mainly for ourselves.
But I always wanted a pool, and every day I go to that pool, I'm like, fuck you, childhood.
Shit. All right.
Do you do that?
No.
So I'm the only one screaming into the pool.
Yeah. No, I don't go fuck you. I'm just like, I can't believe you actually have this right now.
That's
like
my version. That's my version of saying that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The little Geo in me is going like, oh my God, we did it. You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, even this feels too big for me. Like I'm not a lavish lifestyle living type of person. So I just enjoy the building, I guess, to answer your question after 30 minutes of going around in a big circle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. So now that I'm coming back, or I've been back with barbell and stuff, it's been hard because I don't have grandma to help, with Taika. So if she was here, like that building process again is fun for me.
So you don't have a destination?
No, I think I always want to build. So I don't think it'll ever end. Like I think if like, let's say barbell is just on its own now, or like we sell it or whatever happens to barbell, but it doesn't have to have me play with it anymore.
Yeah.
Like it's just self-sustaining.
Yeah, you build something else.
Yeah, then if I sit at home and I'm like, cool, like I'm comfy, like I can't sit there for too long because I'm just like, now what? What are my friends doing? Let me see what how I can help them, or ooh, what's the next thing? Oh, let's build that. Like I'm always trying to build something.
I think I'm very similar to you, where my dream scenario isn't financially focused directly, but I know being financially focused can get me there. But I think I like acquiring skills and learning. So like I think my dream scenario would be to be in a place where I don't have to work, but I'd probably be hustling harder than I ever would before.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I mean, given that I give Taika enough time. So like, let's say like my dream scenario would probably be this. We had 2 kids, right?
Or before we even talk about your dream scenario, can you hold a moment?
Yeah.
Because I want to introduce our first sponsor.
Oh, okay. All right, guys. Shout outs to Figs. Did you guys know that a nurse walks about 5 miles per shift?
Holy crap.
Yeah. So that's a lot of walking. And
shout outs to them.
yeah. And doctors can work up to 80 hours per week. And I think that's probably what's just on paper. I've seen doctors work way more. So a lot of our health professionals are actually in their garments all day, and especially now, yeah, they're working their freaking ass off.
And they're so uncomfortable, and they're not very flattering.
No, they're not. And which is why I really, really like Figs, just what they're about as a company, because their scrubs are packed with tons of features and functionality, and they've created their own fabric that's antimicrobial.
Nice.
It's really important right now. Anti-wrinkle. So if you're sitting, walking, standing, sweating, moving around, it's going to stay nice and presentable, and moisture wicking, full of stretch and ridiculously soft. So much to the point where when I want to travel, I wear my Figs pants because I can sit on a hot airplane, well, at least it's hot to me, the leather seat, and I'm sweating. And when I get up, I know it's not going to look like that scrunched look, like I've been sitting somewhere for like 8 hours.
Yeah, they're super soft. I love all the pockets on them. They're easy to put on. They have like the yoga waistband.
Yeah.
So they're super comfy around the waist. I love it.
So if you're a healthcare professional,
Even
doctor,
if you're not.
Yeah, even if you're not, but if you are, or a vet tech or radiologist or someone in the medical industry, or if you're not, you're just looking for some comfortable pants like me, that you're hot bodied and in both temperature and just the way it looks, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you go to hot body, like
No, you said in looks, but I didn't get it.
Well, anyways, if you do get it, if you see what I'm seeing, go to wearfigs.com. Enter code BEAW at checkout. That's wearfigs, WEARFIGS.com. Enter code BAIL at checkout and get 15% off for a limited time right now. So if you want the most comfortable pants, and if you're a healthcare professional, you want something antimicrobial, anti-wrinkle, wearfigs.com. BEAW is the code to use. So my dream scenario would be, we have 2 kids, right? Both of these kids, like let's say they go to school, and they're from, I don't know, what's school time, like 8 till 3?
Sure. Yeah, that sounds about right.
So from
7 to 2.
Okay, so like 7 to 2. So I would get out my own personal workout before 7, so I could be up when the kids are. And then from 7 to 2, I am acquiring skills like a motherfucker. So either rock climbing, tactical shooting, learning how to play Stevie Wonder on the piano, singing, skydiving, scuba, like whatever. Like 7 to 2 is intense, because that's where I get my main satisfaction is being able to acquire all these things. Because I think I'm such what's that word where they used to call people where they love like going online and they like logging in and they just like to like an info junkie. I think I'm an info junkie, but like into shit and skills. Cause I
Shit.
yeah, like just like shit, like fucking guitar, you know, like
Oh, okay.
yeah, like
You grabbed you had your hand like you had a piece of shit in it. That's I was like, what are you talking about?
like I like really like taking a good bite into something. Like if I get into jujitsu, I don't want to just do jujitsu. I want to learn about the history. Like what's the lineage? Like why did it come from Japan to Brazil? Why did Brazil? It was Brazilian jujitsu and not Argentinian jujitsu. You know?
God damn, your skin's about to rip.
Yeah, but that's what I like. I like getting into that.
Yeah.
So I think for me right now, I do that on a very mild level, right? Like I shoot maybe 3-4 times a year, scuba dive maybe twice a year. So I do things very, very diluted. And it's because the reality is I have to work. So I spend most of the time working. And I'm very fortunate enough where my work is also kind of tickles that a little bit, like writing movies. I get to dive deep into the movies and take seminars and stuff and really analyze movies. But that's, I think, if I did hit my financial goal, which I feel like is probably like 8 figures. Like if I could find $10 million in a duffel bag on the street, I'm like, yes.
Baby, you know that's not gonna ever happen, right? Because you always like pray for that to happen, and
I already see it though, and they say seeing it is half the battle. It's a
who the fuck said that?
It's a white. Everyone says that your dreams, if you could see it, that's already half the battle.
Okay, it's a white what?
It's a navy blue duffel bag with white Adidas sign on it. And it's laying on the sidewalk.
Okay, you just gave it away. So now everyone listening is going to have their eyes on that prize. Dude.
No, because some other people might be seeing some other shit. That's what I see. Other people, because they might be seeing a Chicago Bulls duffel bag, when they see that random Adidas bag on the sidewalk, they're going to not even know there's money in there because that's not what they're seeing.
So they're just going to walk by and be like, nah, that's not a Chicago's duffel bag. I don't want it.
Yeah, because some people their dream might be to like, they envision themselves breaking into a bank and stealing money. So if you're running through the glass door into a bank and you see a random Adidas duffel bag, you're not going to pick it up.
You're not going to look. That's true. Okay, you're right. You convinced me.
So yeah, $10 million I think that'd be pretty nice. And I would
10
just
million flat and you're done, or 10 million a year?
Whoa, that's a lot. 10 million.
I know, I'm trying to figure out what you want.
10 million, I'm
That's
done.
it.
Chappelle style, I'm out.
Okay.
I'm out, bitch.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm fucking out somewhere else.
Okay.
I go where 10 million can be spread, you know, like maybe Hawaii or something. Go.
What the fuck? That's just like LA though. Like the still taxes. Like why Hawaii?
Or Texas, I don't know.
Texas is probably better. There's no taxes.
Well, I love Hawaii because it's beautiful and they have.
Because you did say spread and not like LA.
But you know, Hawaii, it's only crazy in the touristy areas.
I see.
If you go to like some country ass Maui, no offense to all the Maui people.
Hey, bro.
But if you go to like, I don't know, like some country ass Maui or Big Island
Maui
place.
ain't even that country, dude.
I know, but like, I don't know my Hawaiians. But if you go to like some country ass place like that, then I think you can where it's not close, you know, you can get. But the food in Maui sucks. I probably gotta stay on Oahu.
What the fuck is happening right now?
I just realized that the food in Maui.
It got too real.
Because I love Asian food, like some good ass Asian food, and I know Hawaii has it, but really what they're really saying is just Oahu has it. So I gotta be on Oahu, but some country ass part of Oahu.
Okay.
And then I think I can make the 10 million spread, or Texas, something like that, or
damn, you really thought about
maybe
this
Colorado.
Shit. Yeah, you really thought about this.
It's got to be a food destination for sure, with cheap real estate.
Okay. Yeah.
Even Vegas would be dope.
Ooh, fuck that.
Sorry,
Vegas.
Vegas. You've seen what we can get in Vegas.
Yeah, but that's just the property. The property is nice.
Yeah.
But everything else around it sucks. Sorry, Vegas.
Damn, just straight shitting on Vegas like that?
Yeah, they know. Everyone in Vegas listening around going, she's not wrong.
No. So like we were looking actually, before we bought this house, we were actually looking around like where we want to settle and get our forever home. And
bro, the fucking Vegas houses for like $1 million are like
we saw
ballin'.
We saw homes that are 400,000 that look like 2 Chainz living
that
there.
were better than fucking the shit the fucking dump we live in right now.
Yeah, and if you look at California real estate, okay, if you live in the city, honestly, $1 million will get you like a 2 or 3 bedroom house that's like 90 years old with termites.
You know my parents' house in
East
LA?
That's why I have to move 30 minutes outside of the city.
Exactly. You know my parents' house in East LA?
Yeah.
At one point, that property was valued at 1.3.
What?
Yes. And that because it's fucking LA and it's like what? Like maybe 10 minutes from downtown.
And your dad built that shit himself.
Yeah. And I mean, he probably bought it for like he probably bought that whole property for like 200 grand or something.
He probably bought it for 50 grand, to be honest.
No. It wasn't 50 grand.
Really?
Maybe 75. You know me and numbers, dude. Just let it flow out.
The whole time we're saying numbers, you didn't get the.
I did, but I still.
Because the minute you said, I was like, inaccurate.
I definitely. My mind goes, "You fucking full of shit, bitch." Right? And I'm like, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna."
When did your dad buy? In 70s?
Sure.
Or 60s?
So my sister was already born. She was born in the 70s. So maybe like mid 70s.
So it's like 60s. Yeah, he probably bought it for like 50 grand.
Not in the 60s, dude. She was born in the 70s. So they moved. So they had a house that they were renting in
Reseda.
What?
Come on.
Thank you, baby. In Reseda, and then they moved from there and they bought this property. So like I want to say like mid 70s.
Mid 70s.
Yes.
It's probably 50 grand then.
I don't know.
So okay, so
all right, fine.
depends on perspective.
Who
60s,
cares?
70s.
Yeah.
A gallon of milk
75 cents.
was like less than that, and cars were only $1,000 or $2,000.
Yeah, he did get his car for $2,000.
Exactly, and then so in the ratio of things, 50 grand. It was probably 50 grand, and your dad would tell me these stories about when he would drive to work, like through downtown. He was like, imagine when you drive on the 5 and it's just dirt. Like the way it is if you're driving to like Riverside. I'm like, what? Because now it's so congested, so many warehouses.
Yeah.
You see the skyline, like he was saying, like there might have been a couple buildings. Like downtown was like a budding place. There might be a couple buildings. There's no such thing as traffic. And all these other crazy freeways haven't even built yet. It was just a 5 that goes north and south. And then he was saying that when you go straight to PCH, because back in the day, that's what you did, because there wasn't that many things to do. You just cruised a lot. When you hit PCH, now like in Huntington Beach, there's all these shops and stores, whatever. He goes, it's just straight up, just beach. It's just straight, this beautiful
I miss
beach.
my papa.
Yeah.
That's so tight. He told you that story?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We
So
just talk a lot of such, talk a lot of shit about you.
that's awesome. I don't mind. So now he got it for $50K, but then at one point it was valued at 1.3.
Yeah.
And then I was like, Dad, why didn't you want to sell it at that point?
So why don't you want to go to Vegas then? Because in Vegas, like 400 grand, you can live.
That wasn't
like
the
Lil
point.
Wayne.
The point was saying how fucking whack LA is and how fucking how not far your money goes.
Everyone knows how whack LA is.
Yeah.
A statistic just came out. I think people are leaving LA in record numbers now. Like I forgot if it's like 20% or 30% or whatever, but it's pretty damn high.
Nice.
People are leaving LA, but the traffic still doesn't feel like that.
It feels like it got worse.
Yeah. Or maybe because the people that are coming in are like 70% of people are coming in or something. I don't know. So
True.
maybe it's actually the influx. Is outflux a word? The influx is outflux.
You're asking me? You're the one that English is better.
Outflux is a word now.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Let's make it a word.
The influx is greater than the outflux.
Okay, before we look even stupider, I'm going to introduce our next sponsor.
What up, guys? Shout outs to our second sponsor, Noom. What are you guys doing at home these days? Let me answer for you guys. I know you guys are doing jack shit. So now
We're trying.
We're all trying to figure out ways to do, but now, in my opinion, is better than ever to touch upon your fitness goals. And you know why? Because there's companies like Noom out there that's going to help you achieve your fitness goals through a comprehensive way, which is super important. It's not just your diet. It's not just your lifestyle. It's just not your training program. It's actually all of them plus your psychology. So that's what I love about Noom, where it takes a very comprehensive approach to achieving your fitness goals. And right now, more than ever, like especially me, when there's all this food laying around, you're tempted. But with Noom, what's cool is since it brings you through the psychology of things, it's not that you have to say no to those things. You know how to do things in moderation and you understand why. And for me, when I understand the why of something, it helps me maintain it and stick to it much longer.
You know what else is dope? When you sign up, they will select a trainer for you, or you can pick from like a list of them, and you look at their background. So you'll be like, oh, this guy is a specialist in like CrossFit, or this guy's a specialist in marathon training or whatever. So now, depending on what your goals is, you can align yourself with the particular trainer.
That's awesome.
And they keep you accountable by checking in with you every day.
That's awesome.
Yes.
So right now, I think it's the best time ever, especially I think with a lot of us staying home. I think it's important to find some direction in your life and give yourself like some mini goals. And I think Noom is a really good resource to help you get there. So you don't have to change it all in one day. Make little steps to have big progress. Sign up for your trial today at Noom.com. That's Noom.com/bail. What do you have to lose? Visit Noom.com. BEAW to start your trial today.
And we're back. Yeah.
So why don't you want to live in Vegas?
Because it's whack.
What's whack about it?
The weather.
We're about to have a Vegas argument right now. I can't believe you're going to talk shit about my beloved Vegas.
Shut the fuck up. Give me the street that you fucking love in Vegas.
Spring Mountain Road.
Oh, shit. That was pretty good.
Because that's an actual road, motherfucker.
It is. You're right. You're right. That's
you thought I was pulling some shit out of my ass.
I did.
And I know that because all the Asian food's there.
Okay.
That's what I love about. So let me pitch you on Vegas.
Don't pitch me on fucking
Vegas.
Vegas.
Me pitch you. I'm going to pitch you on Vegas. And don't you motherfuckers go live there because it's going to turn into the next LA. But this is what I'm going to pitch you on Vegas.
Okay.
Everything that I'm about to say is false.
Just turn it off. Okay, mute your shit.
This is what I love about Vegas. For $400,000, okay, in California, you could buy maybe a 700 square foot apartment and a big apartment building that's probably in a not so good neighborhood where your car's going to get broken into at least once or twice a year. It's probably going to be graffiti, and certain alleyways is probably going to smell like human shit. Okay, that's $400,000. And because there's so many people leaving LA, the same thing that you can get in LA is still probably going to cost like $300, maybe $250 in places like Colorado and Texas, which is like the people call like the second Californias now. In Vegas, I've seen $400,000 homes look like it was built for Mike Tyson. They got that water thing that comes up with that spinning marble ball shit. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You know you're balling when you got a spinning marble ball that's wet in front of your house. They got that shit. They got the kind of shit where it's glass ceiling all the way down to the floor, where like if you had neighbors, because you're so balling, you don't got neighbors, they could kind of see into it. They got that kind of shit. They also got that other kind of shit where when you open the garage door, we have some normal peasant cement shit, right? They got that kind of shit where it looks like little polka dot dots.
Polka dot dots?
Yeah, it's like little glistening polka dot dots. You know what I'm talking about? They call that fucking, I don't know, urethane coating or some shit. They got that kind of shit. $400,000. You know also what kind of shit you can get? You can see these beautiful mountains in the back. I believe that area is called Red Rock in Vegas, where it's right outside where that South Point is. You can see fucking Red Rock. They got that kind of shit. That's just your living, okay? $400,000 gets you like a 3,000 to 5,000 square foot home, big ass lot, nice and quiet. That's just a house. Now, tell me this doesn't sound fun. In the same weekend, you can race a supercar. You can drive an ATV. You can get in a helicopter and go see Grand Canyon. You can go eat at multiple Michelin star restaurants, or you can keep it cash and just get a bowl of pho, all in the same weekend. That doesn't interest you at all?
All right. So all of that sounds fun and dandy because you're looking at all the good stuff, right?
Yeah.
Everything you just said does not involve the climate. It does not involve all the freaking crackheads and zombies that are like living out there.
They don't live in the suburbs though. They live on the strip.
They make their way everywhere, all right?
Not in that kind of heat. That's what's dope. That's what's dope about Vegas. 120-degree weather.
That's fucking horrible.
Will melt a crackhead.
Yeah, you know you're not swimming anymore, right? So
Why?
that beautiful pool that you're gonna have,
Why?
Because it's so fucking hot and humid and dry. I guess it's humid, and dry.
It's humid and dry.
No, that's why I laughed because I took out the humid.
It's so hot and cold.
I know, that's why I laughed. It's so dry. You're not gonna want to be outdoors at all. You're gonna get an instant fucking nosebleed.
No, but I would if it's dry.
You're full of shit.
No, if it's dry, I would want to be in the pool.
You're full of shit.
It's nice and wet in there.
And then talk about, were you gonna race supercars and fly a helicopter? Okay, you can do that once every fucking weekend. Think not. You're probably gonna do all that in like 3 months, and you're gonna be so fucking bored out of your mind that you're gonna be like, now what else can I do?
I want to be able to look over the hill and go, oh, I could have drove a Ferrari yesterday if I want to.
Yeah, I mean, you could do that here. What the hell are you talking about?
Not for those kind of prices.
Oh, come on now. You have access to way more to do here that you haven't even scratch the
But I
surface.
have to sit through traffic to go through that. In Vegas, it's just one way freeway straight there.
No, I think you're gonna get bored as shit.
I can get ATVs.
You don't have friends out there. You don't have family out there.
Well, that's the thing. So I gotta pitch you to you first, right? Once you're okay, then we got to double team and pitch. Every day we have a goal. You pitch two people, I pitch two other people.
Why are you flipping me off now?
No. You pitch to two people, I pitch to two people every day. We come back, we circle back. This is a 30-day plan. At the end of 30 days, you would have talked to 60 people. I talked to 60 people. Statistically, if there's only, that's 120. If there's only, even 10% conversion, that's 12 people that would have moved with us in 30 days.
You're full of fucking shit. Do you believe what you're saying?
Yes, 100%.
You're fucking ridiculous. Hell no.
Not with that attitude, of course you're not.
Sorry, Vegas. I'm not moving there. I have my family here. They're not moving there.
Why wouldn't they move? Your parents don't like good food? Some delicious food?
So you're telling me right now that people go to Vegas and they're like, oh man, I can't wait to eat the food. They say that about the buffets and the buffets are like, meh. But out here, this is the fucking mecca of good food.
Yeah, mecca of good food if you want to have a cockroach in your mattress.
But they all have cockroaches in your mattress. What do you mean? What do you mean? Where'd the mattress come from?
No, because to have that standard of living, like to get that kind of good food, it's hard. It's really hard to buy a home in
How
LA.
do you like living out here in our city?
I love our house.
Our city.
I know. I'm getting there. There's
slow.
scales to this shit. Okay.
All right.
I love, first of all, my side of the bed. Okay, now I'll expand. Okay, the master bedroom. I love it. I really do. I really do love my master bedroom. I love our house. I got there now. I love our house.
Hurry the fuck up here. I have zero patience.
I love our neighborhood. Yeah, you could say that. Our city, that's where I start to have a few comments. And it's because...
You don't love our city?
Well, if...
and I'm so happy you said that. You know why?
Why?
Because our city is way more developed than any fucking... The Vegas shit that you just said.
Not even close.
Shut the fuck up. What are you talking about?
This is how you know a
We
city.
even have friends, or you have a friend, because I hate when you do that shit. When you say I have a friend, and I'm like, that's not even your friend. You don't even know them. You're like, well,
why are you just calling people out like that? They're all friends. They're all hey.
Anyway,
When you got love in your heart, you have more friends than you think you do.
True, very true. But they don't know that. They don't even know that you're alive. So what I was gonna say is those friends have told you that yes, there is pho, yes, there's whatever, but because it's like they like increase the rate or whatever on how much it costs, like crazy. Like
Yeah.
the prices are inflated.
Well, guess what? You're also saving like 30% on your taxes, so you can definitely afford all those things.
You're not pitching it the right way to me.
If you make
haven't said any, I don't care about racing any supercars.
If you make $100,000 here in California, you might be taking home 60. If you make $100,000 in Vegas, you take home 90. You're telling me $30,000 can't buy you a $12 bowl of pho?
No, it can, but I'm just saying I want the whole experience. I want
that is the experience.
No,
Our city right now, you know there's a problem if you go to a pho restaurant and there's Calbee on the menu. We do not have good Asian food.
We're talking about fusion?
No, we're talking about nasty ass.
They have that shit out there too. What are you talking about?
No. Hell no.
What?
Diners are the shit in our city. We got tons of Chick-fil-A.
Oh,
tons
in our city here.
In this city, diners are the shit.
I mean, there's no Asian
but
people out here.
Asian food, Italian food, even for you, Mexican food.
Yeah, right.
In Vegas, we got what? Tacos El Gordo. Oh my goodness, we know we don't even gotta explain them. Mexican food is already good. Pho is bomb. Like there's like 5 good pho shops.
How far do we have to drive to get these tacos al gordo in Vegas?
Like 15, 20 minutes. Like how far do we drive right now?
No shit. Why would I want to move? It's way better here.
No. For us to get taco al gordo level Mexican food.
No, I don't want the taco al gordo. I could go to any fucking corner in East LA and it's bomb as fuck.
It'll take us like 30 minutes to an hour.
Shut the fuck up. You're so full of shit.
When's the last time we went back into San Gabriel to get some pho?
I mean, with the fucking roaming the streets.
No, before
we
this.
haven't left anywhere.
What about before? When's the last time before all this bullshit popped off? We got some legit pho, or some legit K-beeps, or some legit Italian food.
Well, you're never home.
I am home.
You're never home.
Well, when the times I'm home, I'm trying to go get those foods. We don't got. We can't get those foods.
What do you mean, BB? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about we can't.
We get Korean food all the time.
I'm making it.
Oh, you're making it.
Yeah.
I make it.
What do you make?
No, you're full of fucking shit.
But in Vegas, you got
and we
all
don't eat the
of
pho
that.
and we don't eat the
You got
Chinese food. 'Cause I don't.
macadamia nut pancakes.
We have this here too.
Where?
What the fuck?
Where?
You just said our city's a fucking diner capital of the world.
Macadamia nut pancakes is Hawaiian fusion, not diner food.
No, but they have those options.
Where?
You're still not okay.
The food is
Can I
not
teach you
the
something?
food
Bart.
outside of LA.
Bart.
So
Barton.
Hold on, freaking Jovanton. This is what I'm talking about.
That's a dope ass name.
Here in LA, good food. You gotta search far and wide, and it's spread out like this, like 30-mile radius. In Vegas, whoosh, it's either on the Strip or Spring Mountain Road. Bam, hotspot. That's it.
You're ridiculous. You know that?
And you make an extra 20-30% on your income, and your home is half the price or even third or 2/3 off of LA. Beat that?
I will. We have so much dope shit at our fingertips here. You want to go snowboarding? Guess what? It's only 30 minutes away.
There's a ski resort in Vegas, Nevada too.
Now, you want to
Yeah.
go? Fine.
Yeah.
You want to go to the fucking some cool beaches? Oh, also 30 minutes away in the same day. Can you
Guess
do
what
that
they
in
have
Vegas?
in the Mandalay Bay? A beach.
Oh, so you're gonna go to fucking smoky ass nasty casino?
Don't talk about Mandalay Bay like that. You could talk about Circus. You could talk about like that.
What kind of
Golden
investments
Nugget.
do you have in Vegas that you're pushing so
Mandalay
fucking hard?
Bay has a
You're
beach.
full of shit. You're so full of shit.
I'm not. I fucking love Vegas, and if we want to move there,
We don't. I decided for the both of us, we don't.
don't you want to see a snow leopard like every month?
Me? Of all people, that's how you. Okay, everyone listening right now, if you want to pitch someone something and convince them of your idea, you pitch them what they want to hear.
Yeah. Do you want to see a snow leopard every month?
No.
That's why we got to move out of LA because LA Zoo has snow leopards.
When do I go to the fucking zoo?
Exactly.
I hate the zoo.
Don't you want to be even further away from them?
No. I am pretty far away. I don't even see them at all.
What do you want? What do you want? Makeup?
That's where you fucked up.
You know how
That's
many
where you fucked
Vietnamese salons there are in Vegas?
What? What do I want to go to a fucking Vietnamese salon for?
You always get your nails done by the Vietnamese.
Oh, you're not wrong.
Exactly. There's so many Vietnamese nail salons, and they're probably
but
the
the
best.
style out there is
Is-
catching up to LA.
No. There's so much competition that they have to beat each other. Where do you think filet mignon pho first got invented?
You know where the fuck filet mignon pho got invented?
Yeah. You know where?
How do you know this?
I don't know.
You're so full of shit.
But I'm guessing it's probably LA.
What?
I know. It's probably LA and then Vegas copied it. I know.
You know everything happens here first. Like
But you gotta find it. It's gotta pop off.
It's not even that hard. We're probably like 1 degree of separation from finding all the trendiest shit.
You know, it's pretty funny
What?
that earlier I was saying all I need is a cardboard box. And I'm fighting for my life to drive a supercar and to live like a rapper.
A rapper on a budget,
Yeah.
dude. You're so fucking lame.
Because we all know how fun that shit is.
It's not that fun.
And Instagram is life. Think about all the cool fucking photos you could take over there.
What? You tell me what cool photos. Pitch it to me.
Okay.
This one right here is a bunch of dirt and a rock in the back.
So that supercar racing place, guess what? I'm a Chinese it. I'm not even going to pay for it.
Don't talk about our Chinese people like that.
I'm gonna just go to the
You're
parking lot.
shaming them.
I'm gonna just go to parking lot. Okay. Get a selfie with each one of those cars, post it, and I'll have the most likes ever. Because people love supercars on Instagram. So one day Ferrari, one day is Aston Martin, one day is the
So you're not
Lamborghini.
even in the car. You're just next to it like a loser.
Well, they're not gonna know.
They know now.
No, because I'm gonna frame out the license plate and they're gonna think I bought it.
Okay, they know. What if you never show it in your vlogs ever again? People aren't stupid. I think you're really dumb.
No, I'll rent the car every now and then because I can, because it's not stupid
'Cause
LA
you're
where you can't
saving-
rent it.
right,
Yeah,
you're
and I'll rent it
saving-
every
making
now
so
and
much
then,
money
and
now.
they'll think that it's mine. Just like how rappers do it. Rappers borrow for each other's cars all the time.
Fine. You're still not convincing me. Whatever you're pitching sounds so fucking whack.
What do you want? Do you want likes on Instagram, or you want your taste buds to be happy, or do you care about your son?
So I want to be close to my family.
We'll move them all over there, whether the housing prices.
So they
over
don't
there.
have a say in this. It's what you want. You move them.
Well, some people don't know what's good for them.
Okay, well, they want to stay close to their family too.
Okay, so we move the whole families and families.
So they got money like that? We got money like that?
Everyone does in Vegas.
No, they don't. No, we don't.
You could buy a house for like 100 or 200 grand out there.
Oh my God. Everyone please that lives in LA right now, go to Vegas. You hear that? Everyone go to Vegas.
Where else are you going to buy an actual home in good condition for 100 or 200
How about
grand?
we do this? How about you move to Vegas? Let us know how you like it.
No, but I love you guys. You guys got to come with me. I'm not going to move without you guys.
No, Vegas is whack, babe. Everything you pitched, it went over my head because it's not made for me. I don't care about racing. I don't care about helicopter shit. I mean, I'll do it.
I'm just painting those pictures to get you excited.
But that doesn't get me excited.
What gets you excited?
I'm not going to tell you because you're going to use that against me, and you should know what gets me excited.
Sleeping?
No, I'm not a sleeper.
What are you then?
I'm not going to tell you. You see, you don't know.
I do know makeup. That's what I'm saying. All these salons are out there. The world famous Vietnamese salon
for
artists.
For makeup? I've never heard of fucking Vietnamese salon for makeup.
They've diversified.
What are you talking about?
They've diversified. I can't believe you've been sleeping on Vietnamese for this long. They've been expanding. Hey, they've been expanding their skill set.
They've been knowing how to do makeup. Since the Vietnam
War, okay? They're not who you think they are.
You know the guy, the singer, I mean, I always see his posters everywhere. It's probably older now, but he had like long kind of hair. Yeah. And then he would have like makeup on and he looked beautiful.
Yeah, call him the Vietnamese prince.
Yeah. Yes.
I forgot his name.
That guy.
Yeah.
That guy's makeup was off the fucking hook. I don't know if he's still around, but shout outs to that guy.
Guess who did it? A Vietnamese person did it. That's what I'm saying. If you like makeup and nails and all kinds of fucking self-care shit, that's who you need to go make appointments with.
I like how you don't know shit about makeup, nails, any of that shit, and you're pitching some shit to me.
I do know. This episode is brought to you by Felix Gray. I know we all love to watch our favorite shows before we go to sleep, and we can watch them on our TVs, our devices, our computers. But the problem is that it's a huge, major source of blue light. And blue light, what it does is it messes up your circadian rhythm. So it makes you think, or your body think, that it's still daytime. So as your mind is trying to go to sleep, your body is trying to stay awake. And constant exposure to a lot of blue light can also cause eye strain or headaches like I've experienced. And so what's really dope about Felix Gray is that these glasses filter out 90% of blue light in the most damaging range and eliminates 99% of glare through a proprietary industry-leading lens technology only available with Felix Gray. And what I love about my Felix Gray glasses is that they actually have a low bridge entire collection.
Nice. So, you have the hardest time finding glasses because of your Asianness.
Yeah, because of my Asianness, and I know we have a lot of Asian listeners out there. A lot of times, like, it feels really uncomfortable when you wear glasses that are made for high bridges because it just ends up sitting on the top of your cheek, on your cheekbone.
And you have that line.
And then it gets all sticky, and sometimes your face grease gets all up on your lenses and you got to wipe it. So there's an entire collection of low bridge ones, and they're just as cool. Like some of the most popular high bridge ones, you can find them in the low bridge, which is the one that I have. So it's super comfy. It sits right on my cute little nose. And now I don't have to. It is very cute. Thank you. And I don't have to have a headache. And I get to sleep properly. And so right now, if you go to felixgrayglasses.com/Bell, that's BEAW, you can find the absolute best quality blue light filtering glasses on the market. That is Felix Gray Glasses, FELIXGRAYGLASSES.com/Bell. And do what I did and start taking care of your eyes. Feel better, work smarter. Shipping and returns are totally free at Felix Gray. So go to felixgrayglasses.com/Bell, BEAW, and try them for 30 days risk-free.
I don't know what the point of your...
The point is, we need to go to Vegas, okay?
Fine, go first. Let me know how it goes. And then if...
I can't go without you. You know how much I love you.
Then I have to see... I mean, you have to convince me somehow, and you're not winning right now.
Fine, where do you want to live? Then you convince me then. Here. I already did my job.
Here. I love where I live.
Why do you live where you live? Tell me.
I love that there's so many new families in our neighborhood. I love that it's so suburban. So like everyone here is a family and they're generations of family. And then when you walk around, you see all of the moms and the dads and the grandmas walking and jogging. And like it feels really safe out here.
You know the names of all those people?
Yeah. Bob, Mary, Ann, all of them.
No, those are all lies.
You don't think you know a Mary or a Bob or an Ann out here?
Nope.
Anyway, so I love that. I love the hometown feel. Like anytime we go to any little restaurant or shop, like It's very cozy. And like, I feel like if I go back again, they're going to remember my order and my name.
That's very true.
Yeah. So I like that. I like how safe it feels. I like how clean the air is here. It's very crisp. It feels like we're in the mountains.
We are in the mountains.
Yeah, I love that. We're right next to some mountains. So I like that. And then when it gets hot, it's not too hot. There's still a very comfortable breeze and it's not dry out here. Do you want me to keep going?
Yeah.
Because this is you. If to get me out of the city, you're going to have to fucking fight me. You're going to have to fight me. Because I like it this much. The school system out here is good. How are the schools out there, huh?
A lot of them suck, but then you find with 30% back from taxes, you can get a good private
so
school.
it seems like you're getting cheap housing and you're gonna keep your money, but then you're spending it all to like make up for all the shit that's already included in LA.
But you know what I'd rather do?
So
I'd rather
stay in LA.
No, I'd rather have my more money, and then
What's the more money?
more money, more problems. Have you heard about that?
More money. Okay.
Yeah, I'd rather have my more money, and then I can figure out what to do with it. I don't want to have half of my money taken away, and I don't even know what the hell the government's doing with all of it.
Yeah, I mean, it just sounds like too much work. I don't mind it. I'm like, okay, fine. At least I know where the good school districts are, which are relatively close to me. I don't want to think about it. Whereas for you, now you have to do all the hustle that you're already doing.
What about Texas?
And on top
then?
of that,
You down with Texas?
yeah,
You're down with Texas more than Vegas?
yeah.
Why?
It sounded like a little water droplet.
Yeah. Why?
I just have to go against you.
Because you're not going against me with Texas. Or you're moving to Texas then?
Yeah, I'm down.
Because you get some dope pads too.
I know. I'm down.
And they got good food in Austin.
Yeah, I know.
And Houston.
Yep. I'm on your side. What the fuck? I just said I'm on your side.
So when are we going to move then?
Let's go right now.
How?
What the fuck? Yo, how do you present obstacles?
I'm not trying to present obstacles. I just want to know how you're going to do it because it might be different than the way I do it.
We pack everything up.
No, we got to look for the house first.
Oh, well then fuck. Yeah, we are going to do it differently.
Yeah. So you're going to pack up everything and then you go look and see if you can find something you like?
Yeah.
That's how you shop?
No, I just missed that. I just assumed that we found the spot that we're moving to.
Well, when are we going to start finding it?
Oh my God. Let's look right now. After this podcast, we're going to look. We're moving to Texas, everybody. What part of Texas?
Yes. Maybe Austin because they got a lot of good food there. And that's where all the new California people are moving. So we could be next to the people that we understand.
So then nothing changes.
The freaking income tax.
True. That's a huge one, man.
That isn't that adult conversation.
Yeah, this is.
Did you ever think about taxes when you were a kid?
No, I didn't even know what taxes were for.
Yeah.
I mean, I still don't even know what taxes are for.
I really don't. I wish what I wish would happen is, like you get to vote on a ballot for the representatives or whatever. I actually feel like that's kind of like outdated now. What I would like is if we're going to move into a more AI society, which is where things are going, right? Like, when you go
rapidly. Yeah.
When you look on things online and you're like, let's say you're looking for some rain boots. All of a sudden, your Instagram ad is going to be a pair of rain boots. Like this.
You don't even have to search it. I think you just saying rain boots right now.
It's probably going to pop up on my Instagram like crazy.
It is.
So on, if that's where we're going, right, where things are more automated, I think even laws and systems should be that way. So instead of like, I think the old way of like, I choose and vote for a leader that I think represents my values, I think that's archaic. Instead of doing that, why don't I just vote for my values directly? So like, let's say on the taxes, right? Like, let's say the taxes are supposed to go to either military, first responders, or fixing the roads or the schools or putting more funding into the national forests. Whatever our taxes go, why don't we have a system where we can all vote directly on what we value, and then have this AI thing or some crazy Excel spreadsheet compute all of that, and then that lets us know, hey, these are
really the people speaking.
Yeah, these are a couple of options. So just let you guys know.
But who picks those options though?
We get to vote again, because I don't think we can vote once. I think we need to vote a couple times. And the reason why I say this is sometimes when people vote, they don't know what the aftermath is. So for example, I know this is a very controversial thing. There's people that are for the military industrial complex, and people are against it. So this is a long story short. People that are against it are like, why the fuck are we spending trillions of dollars blowing up other people's countries when we need to feed our own poor and we need to fix our own country? Why are we involving ourselves in other people's shit? The people that are for it, long story short, is Do you know the reason why we even have such an awesome standard of living is because we are taking out threats before they happen. So we play us being the world police and making sure the rest of the world, because there are some crazy, like third world crazy motherfuckers out there. We're taking those motherfuckers out so that you can actually sleep at night and you don't have to worry about that.
I like your unbiased explanation. That was nice.
Why?
No, it just sounded a little bit more biased.
Really?
Yeah.
No, because I'm really split. I understand both sides.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
What side did it sound like? 'Cause I ended back up
the
the other
latter.
side. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Yeah. That's for sure. I'm not, because I don't know enough.
Oh, true.
So for me, because my thought process is, if every terrorist that wanted to attack us, right? If we sent them a consenting sex worker to give them a blowjob, are they still gonna blow shit up? Probably not. So for me, I'm about spreading love.
Okay.
So if there's a
see
country that fucking hates us, that hates our guts,
yeah.
send them a fucking like 20 cakes from Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah.
See if they still hate us. Send them 20 blowjobs. See if they still hate us. So for me, I'm like, I think there's other ways of making peace with people besides blowing them up.
Yeah, I agree.
But those are just the two sides of it, right?
Okay, yep.
So those are the two sides of it. And I think what's important is, so like, let's say we all vote on it and everyone's like, I don't want the military industrial complex, or I do. At least we get the result comes in and then we can see now what the actual result of it is. So for example, if we go, okay, cool, our current military is operating on $1 trillion. Based on how you guys vote, now the military will only have $20 million. What does that mean? We have to disband the Navy and we have to disband this. So everything kind of shows like just a little bit of consequence. So people can go, oh shit, is that how that is? And they get to vote one more time.
Oh, that scares the fuck out of me.
Because people, honestly, I don't think they understand, even myself included, a lot of people don't understand the aftermath of their decisions.
Right.
That's why there's buyer's remorse, right? And so there's even voter's remorse. But what I don't like about the how we vote now is people don't take responsibility for voter's remorse. They vote someone in, and then now if things get fucked up, they have someone to blame.
Yeah.
Rather than, oh wait, actually, I voted that guy in.
Yeah.
So I just want people to have more responsibility of what they contributed to, and that's why I think we should have a tax tax breakdown of how we vote.
That's pretty cool.
That's what
pretty
I would
cool.
want.
It sounds complicated as fuck, but I could back that. All I want is just a receipt. Just show me where my money went.
That's true. Like a yearly
That's
receipt,
it.
right? That'd
like
be
it's
pretty
not
cool.
even that complicated. Just
Yeah.
be like, this amount went to this amount went to that, and I'm like,
I know, just like a checks and balances
yeah,
type
I'm
thing.
like, okay, cool. Even if it was fake, I think I would have more ease.
You know what the counter argument is to that, at least for military spending? So the people that are, I guess, against the military industrial complex, they're always asking for receipts. But you know what their argument is? They're like, it's confidential. If we showed what we're spending the money on, the enemies will now know. So they can't show that we're spending like $1 billion on developing these new radar-proof airplanes, you know, because we're going to go over there and bomb the fuck out of them soon.
This fucking government talk always makes me so sad because I feel so little and so helpless. And I'm just like, I feel like I'm in this black hole that I'll never know anything.
Hell yeah.
I wasn't sure it was about to come out of your mouth.
No, we don't know shit.
Yeah. So that's like as soon as I start talking about it,
That's the fucking crazy part of shit is that even so, like this is what's funny and kind of ironic to me. People already don't know shit about their city, right? They know absolute
I'm that person.
shit.
Yep.
And the people, they don't know shit about fuck. and
We just watched the first episode of Ozark, season 3.
And that's one of my favorite lines from Ruth. She goes, I don't know shit about fuck. So if we already don't know shit about fuck, about the city, right? And they're already covering some shit, which are like, hey, because we've heard of embezzlements like at the city of Bell, right? Like fucking $2 million. It's just, we're trimming the hedges. And then they're fucking pocketing somehow. How do we expect to know shit about fuck about the fucking state and shit about fuck about like Congress and shit about fuck about the federal government?
I don't know shit about fuck.
There's already 10 fucking layers deep. We're not gonna know shit about fuck about anything. So whatever the news is telling us and whatever we're arguing about, we don't know shit about fuck.
I know. We don't know shit about fuck. And
we don't know fuck about shit either.
oh my God, don't even get me started on the fuck about shit.
What about that? Tell me.
I don't know shit about fuck.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But on that note, I think it's a good place to stop because we don't know shit about fuck or fuck about shit.
Stop for what?
So that we can we can let the people go.
Oh, okay.
Let's let the people go and live their life and hopefully move to Vegas if they live in LA.
No, don't you dare move to
Go to
Vegas and
Vegas,
ruin the
you
price.
guys.
Don't you dare ruin the prices.
Bart
don't you
just
dare ruin the
sold
prices
it.
for me.
Everyone's going like I can
Don't
hear
you fucking dare.
everyone
I want to
calling
live there. That's my dream
calling
place.
their realtor and going, hey, ka-ching, I found it.
No, it's either that or country ass Hawaii somewhere.
No.
Country ass Maui.
Aw, bruh. All right, y'all. Thank you guys so much for listening. But before we head out, we want to say thanks to our sponsors. So thank you, Figs. Right now, 15% off for a limited time. Go to wearfigs.com. That's WEAR figs.com. Again, you'll get 15% off. Again, it's limited time. So go to wearfigs.com. That's WEARFIGS.com and enter code BAIL.
And also shout outs to our sponsor, Noom. You don't have to change it all in one day. You can take small steps to make big progress. Sign up for your trial today at noom.com/bail. BEAW. That's noom.com/bail. BEAW.